Hey folks, Dragonkeeper 9600 here, and we're here to watch the 5th episode of Season 2 of Transformers Robots in Disguise, titled Cover Me. Cover My 6. Now, I probably should have recorded this earlier so I'd be less loopy, but The Last Samurai was on TV, and my dad wanted me to watch it with him because he really loves that movie. And why am I talking about The Last Samurai? You see, this is how loopy I am. So anyway, we're gonna watch Cover Me. It's gonna be exciting. Things will be covered. In first person. I press go. I press play without saying go first. That is how loopy I am. Damn this loopiness!
Chronometers backwards. Then I convinced Strongarm I had a 7th gear that let me
travel through time. You have told us that story
on
several occasions.
Just keeping things live until we hone in on that Decepticon signal.
Did I ever tell you about the time that Starscream killed Cliffjumper? Because he totally did that. Oh, hi Prime. We're brown now, by the way. We're butterscotch flavored.
So I said to Strongarm, I'll race you, and I'll be back here half an hour before we start.
Look, even their optics change color. It's eerie.
Might want to give your jaw a rest, Slick. Since we scanned camo modes from that off-roading Jeep, you haven't been silent for 5 seconds.
5 seconds?
I can do that.
Strongarm's optics bugged out, and then
Optimus.
Okay, I vote that we divvy him up and eat him.
Optimus? Are you hurt?
I am fine, Windblade. Since my power was drained...
Just the antacids acting up again. We probably should have brought some Energon cubes with us on this very long trek.
Slowly improving. Longer missions like this one require some adjustment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, you can carry me.
I appreciate your concern. Let us rejoin the others before Drift dismantles Sideswipe.
Or cuts his own throat, because I totally saw him inching his sword toward his own neck a few times. Not that I blame him.
this one's so big that Razorpaw will have to thank us.
Windblade,
Down first.
could you,
Worry about praise.
There are experiments from that Lilo and Stitch show in front of me. Hello? Yin and Yang are here. I turned around for 20 seconds!
Optimus!
You fell over! Do you have your life alert? Why would I need life alert when you're right the fuck in front of me, Windblade? So this episode's gonna focus on the away team, yay! But the away team has Sideswipe in it. Meanwhile, during this distraction, Drift has dismantled Sideswipe. He's hastily putting him back together before anyone notices.
Stay away from him.
Excuse us, Windblade.
Yeah, I could tell you were gonna attack those guys, but like, move. Oh god, I didn't know you could do that. Oh goodness. Damn, I wish I could remember the speech in Ocarina of Time before you fight Kome and Kotake. Is that their names? It's a pretty awesome speech. My fire will char you to cinders. My ice will freeze you to the bone.
We have to get
Something
in
like
there.
that.
No, this is an excellent test for my students.
If they die, that's just part of the test. Send the Kobayashi Maru. This is real life. It ain't just fantasy. Yeah, you're doing great, Jetstorm. It's harder to tell you apart when you're the same color.
The test is over.
They fail. Yeah, we totally fried those guys. We.
I vote we cut and run.
Razorpaw won't be happy.
Razorpaw is never happy.
Razorpaw can suck a dick. He can find a dick and suck it. Wait, what's happening? It does the thing like Fracture where there's a bright light and they're still in the exact same place.
Optimus Optimus to Scrapyard. Fix it. Do you read?
My name isn't Scrapyard.
Delightful
Oh.
to hear from our stealth squad. You never call, you never spite, blight, right.
I thought he was gonna say Skype. I'm like, do you have permission to name that brand?
With the ability to manipulate temperature.
If that's a fancy way of saying they can shoot fire and ice out of their hands.
The ship's record returns 2 names, Swelter and Glacius.
I knew their names before their profiles came up because I memorized them. Yes, Swelter is standing on Glacius' shoulder for this picture.
They can project
They insisted on taking their
mug
mugshots like that. They're weird.
Cold, respectively. And they have teamed up with various Decepticons during their careers.
Was one of their former partners named Razor?
My mouth is
I
shaped
see
weird.
no reference to a Razor Paw in their file. Nor do I see that name anywhere in the Alchemor's prisoner manifest.
Uh-oh. When a glow strikes?
Thank you for your assistance, Fix-It.
Pretty much every Decepticon we've met since we came to Earth was on the Alchemor, but this Razorpaw just happens to be here?
I don't like
Did they not
having
call
someone
him
tell
about-
us, especially when you're not feeling so well.
Your concern is irrelevant, Windblade.
Quit babying me!
Decepticons takes
Oh, I just had a
priority
massive
over
coronary.
everything else. Let us continue our search.
And
with
it's over.
expediency.
Anyway, quit babying me! Anyway, it seems like it would behoove the team at the scrapyard to update them on discoveries that they find there, such as the fact that we found a saber horn who's not listed as being on the Alchemor. In fact, why didn't Fix-It mention that?
I am hearing a faint signal.
Maybe he just
to the
forgot
stack.
again.
Up ahead.
You know, Optimus, Wendy had a point back there. In case this Razorpaw is sneakier than we expect, maybe the 3 of us should check things out first. That way, if anything goes wrong, we still have our big gun.
A well-reasoned plan, Sideswipe. But I prefer to end this pursuit as swiftly as possible.
I'm coming!
Full strength upon initial
I never thought I'd use a whiny tone of voice to make fun of Optimus. Isn't this what the last episode was about? Except now both Windblade and Sideswipe are getting on his case, whereas before it was just Sideswipe.
Optimus isn't up for this. He was at low ebb before those mini-cons showed up.
Even if that is so, Optimus is too proud to admit to such a handicap.
And I tried to give him an out that wouldn't offend him. I can't believe I tried not to offend someone.
I know, right?
Optimus Prime. We have to protect him.
He is a prime.
Yes, we have to protect Optimus Prime. Are you listening to yourself right
Without
now?
letting him know we're
I mean, I know
doing
you're chosen by Primus and everything, but like,
We don't know what kind of fight we might be getting into. Optimus has to look.
hey, are you guys coming? He's like 5 miles ahead. I walk really fast and the camera's not on me. You have a breathing strip on, Windblade? What is that?
If you want a job done right.
Oh, my gird.
The interference at this location is particularly heavy. We should fan out and search in pairs.
Of course, they'd go together. Sideswipe didn't whine to be with Windblade. Progress. I love how even the communicator thing is
Windblade, what are you
brown.
doing?
I'm,
Having an episode. I thought I saw bees. Ah, bees!
It is an honor, sir.
Okay.
Honestly, Windblade, this is not necessary.
Honestly, I've never heard him say honestly like that. Okay, honestly, you gotta stop. It's almost as weird as when he said, oops, my bad, in the 2007 movie. Did you just...
Stay down, sir.
He just... Look out. I think it smells fear. Wow. Jumpy little bugger, isn't he? I think he likes you. Fucking Windblade, man. Jesus, get your shit together.
Windblade!
A little slow, Optimus. Starscream! Why are you spluttering? You're a robot. I swear to God I didn't push her. I know this is what it looks like. Man, everybody's just not awake today. The water looks pretty. It isn't, the motion of it isn't very smooth, but I like the colors. If only she was in a barrel, then we could recreate part 2 of The Hobbit. The entirety of the part 2 of The Hobbit, if we only had a barrel. And a wheelbarrow.
Raise your hands!
By the way, if you're drowning, folks, do not raise your hands in the air like that. It's one of the worst things you could do. Whoops! Still fine. Booyah! Woo! Oh, I had time to do the whole routine.
Hands!
Oh well.
One more time!
That thing that didn't work the first time, I promise I won't fuck up this time. Wub 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 wub. It's a very brown episode we're looking at. It's cream, actually. Optimus looks so fretful. She's gonna be okay. Nice.
Thanks, Slick.
Why am I breathing hard? How does that make any sense at all?
Next time you want to go whitewater river rafting, bring a raft.
She grabs Raph by the hair. No, I said a raft! Put that kid back!
You're limping.
Nothing a little...
After they try to help Optimus, everyone always ends up limping. He smiles so cute. I do like the expressions on Optimus in this show.
display
Seems like they could get like more
Dude, not even in my top 10 saves.
lively with the expressions, like more personable.
I appreciate your selfless action in the face of such a dire threat, Windblade.
Sorry.
Sarcastic Optimus is best Optimus.
Don't we have mini-cons to catch?
I wonder if Prime's newfound sense of playfulness comes from Micronus.
Now we
Not being the biggest dog
his own bumper.
in the pen probably helped him loosen
Anything
up.
would happen to him when I could have prevented it. I'd never forgive myself.
I can turn into a jet. Why the hell am I walking?
Razor Paw! Razor Paw!
Grr. Roar.
You better have a good reason for waking me.
Oh, you have a nice voice.
Before I run any lower on my energon, I'll fill up on yours.
You need
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
this.
open our veins, drink our blood. Look, check this out.
Autobots.
Why are they all the
Why
same
didn't you
color?
say so.
Did that fall out of
Weaker
him?
than the others.
I mean, I know he just had a
Obviously.
stitch in his side and he dropped it, but it looked like it clumped out of him.
But am I supposed to waste my precious energy trapping prey myself?
I told you he wouldn't be grateful.
If we play this right,
Look at he has pointy ears. Glacier has pointy ass ears.
Rather than just one.
What do you think you are?
Fine. But we'll lure the weakest one to me first. You can have the scraps when I'm done.
And then I'll open his veins and drink his energon. By the way, is my head on fire? It really hurts. Ow. Ow. Ow! The weakest. Does he not recognize Optimus Prime? I mean, I know he's brown now, but like, seems like a no-brainer. Yeah, the old guy. He looks like he'd be easy to kill. Oh.
Interference.
And a perfect place for Decepticons to call home.
He wasn't there. He was in the cave. In the cliff. I tried to combine cliff and cave, and I ended up with clave. Damn this loopiness!
looks like an automobile graveyard.
A military installation, perhaps for the storage and repair of vehicles.
Or this is one of those landfills where they just leave machines that are outdated, but they didn't bother to stop production of since the bureaucracy would take too long. That really happens. Look it up. It's pretty disgusting.
This door's been utilized pretty recently by the looks of these scorch marks.
Utilized. That's how I open
Break
doors
into
too. I
teams.
blow them up.
Windblade and Sideswipe, explore the interior of the building. Drift.
I
you
can
and your
never go back to the
Minicons
Science
will
Museum.
Accompany me and investigate the perimeter.
Yes, the dramatic
Optimus,
putting on
if
the
I go
minicons
inside,
first.
I won't be able to employ my turbines for flight. I'd be of much better use outside. With you.
Agreed.
Oh, great.
So after beating Strongarm in 4 straight races, I moved the scrapyard's chronometers forward and told Strongarm.
I am turning off my audio receptors.
No, please. Let us do that for you, permanently.
Cause you'll be dead! You can't hear things when you're dead! Unless you can. Oh, nice. I get it all over the fire, and then you reverse the temperature by making it cold. I hate you.
That's 2 gift wrap for Razorpaw. Let's go
Your little
assist with
tails.
the others.
No, why? Razorpaw won't even acknowledge we did his work for him.
Just keep thinking about those scraps.
Scraps.
I wanted to be a choreographer. Why does everyone want to be that?
That was Sideswipe. I'd recognize his squeal anywhere.
The signal we've been following is back.
TMI, Windblade.
And it's right on top of us. Quickly, Windblade.
Why don't you let me take it, Optimus?
My gout.
I can...
Perfect. The weakest are the
Perfect.
ones
I can
that
talk while
fight
clenching my
for
teeth.
cause.
Again? Man, she's worse than Edward Cullen. I'll save you, Bella. Boom. My arm is broken and there's glass in my arm. Okay, this is getting offensive.
Windblade, move clear. That is an order.
Optimus, please get away from here! Razorpaw is after the weakest among us, and right now...
That would be you.
You think the Prime is my target? You couldn't be more wrong.
Oh, he was aiming for Windblade. I thought it'd be really dumb if he was going for Optimus. But it's kind of weird to go after the weakest person when she's being escorted by a Prime. Like,
Sure will be showered with appreciation for it.
I just would like a raise, sir, if that's not too much to ask. Hooah! Oh, ow, he can do it through his hands? Like Night Strike?
Training
Oh!
the sick and injured is so much easier than slaving to bring down.
Oh,
the
that's
evil.
weird. Oh god, that's not safe for work. Get off her! Someone! She's being vampired. Yo, my arthritis!
Optimus.
Meanwhile, Sideswipe is still
Razorpaw,
talking,
make
trapped
sure
in
you
his
save
mound.
a little room.
Save room. That's a main course compared to this trifle. Don't touch the other one.
I want it all for me!
Glacius and I maxed out our circuits for you, and the only reward you give us is...
The fact I let you continue to exist should be rewarded.
Swelter,
enough,
not
you
now,
little
please.
Razorpaw, Swelter, this isn't the time to battle amongst ourselves.
This is the time to look behind us for an ambush. Ow! How did he get all 3 of them with one swing? He's got quite a golf arm on him. Batter up! Purification in progress. Screw you, military! Oh! He sandwiched them with jeeps, dude! That was sweet.
You were pretending to be more injured than you are.
Our enemies seem preoccupied with weakness. I wanted to give them a target that appeared even more debilitated than you.
You know,
It didn't work, apparently. You are a fragile twig,
my
Windblade.
certainty only made me more vulnerable.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Windblade. As errors go, ones of concern for others are by no means the most egregious.
Optimus has a way of making your flaws seem
Fortunate that
okay.
you would go to such lengths for a teammate.
Thank you, Optimus.
Yeah, Sideswipe just insulted
I
me.
truly am honored to.
For then, I made her Kennedy to go forward, and then...
Is that you in there?
Stand clear, Windblade.
Hopefully I won't get an arm with this.
I will have you both.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna boom!
Being encased in metal has finally forced Sideswipe to be silent. So please, take your time.
What's that, Slick? You think you can break your record and be quiet for more than 5 seconds?
Mumbling doesn't count. So they stand there for the next 7 hours trying to chisel out Drift and Sideswipe. Okay, I actually really like that episode. My only problem with it is what I've already said, is that the plot seems repetitive of Overload Part 2. Except this time it took up the whole episode, whereas in Overload Part 2, the plot point of the team worrying that Optimus might not be up to snuff had to share screen time, although I think it took up more screen time than the plot with Overload and Bumblebee. That being said, Windblade seemed to go more above and beyond with trying to protect Optimus, and while the villains aren't the most interesting that RID has had, I do like their designs, and I do like the fact that Optimus was able to show his cunning in a way we haven't seen before by actually pretending to be a debilitated old man so that the cons will ignore him. They still didn't think he was the weakest, but it did work because they ignored him in order to scuffle among themselves. Once again, Decepticon's worst enemy is their own poor management skills. It wouldn't kill you to just be nice to people. Steeljaw's nice to people sometimes. But anyway, I really like how RID has characterized Prime. It seems like since a lot of the pressure is off, since the war has ended, and he has an equal, so he says in the form of Bumblebee, and being with the Primes is really loosened him up and given him a personality that actually kind of reminds me of G1 Optimus, because G1 Optimus had a playful side. Remember, Peter Cullen based his voice for Optimus off of John Wayne, among other things. So, he's not totally serious gravity Lord of the Rings character all the time. He had his moments where he, joked around or was sarcastic or played basketball with Spike. That was weird. But anyway, I really like that. It's nice to see, especially compared to super angry, I will rip your face off movie Optimus, which Peter Cullen also voices. Man, Peter Cullen has quite a range, an emotional range when it comes to Optimus. But anyway, that was Cover Me. Tomorrow, I think what's coming up is the review for the finale of Combiner Wars. I am so scared, guys. Okay, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Hold me. But until then, Strand Keeper 9600 signing off.